jump to that. Oh, yeah.
Man, we just want to be free. We want to be free to ride our machines. We just want to be left alone. We want to party. We don't stay inside because of rain. We don't stay at home because it's cold. We don't even like to park our bikes. We ride. This is our biker's lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm good.
And we're back.
And we're back. Here we go. So here we are with Cait from Renegade Babe. How's it going, Cait?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. So I guess the first question is what everybody's going to be wondering. How do you feel about Whoopi Goldberg being suspended from The View for 2 weeks for the things she said about the Holocaust?
That's very nice. I don't keep up with politics.
Question. Don't know. Don't.
Well, I don't give a shit.
No. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't give a shit.
We don't either. But no, in all seriousness, I'm going to ask a question I've been wondering ever since I stumbled across your Instagram. Who did the artwork on your bike? On the tank?
Yes.
The guy's name's Billy. He goes by Baspo Billy, and he's located in Northern Ohio.
Okay, because that's really killer.
It really is.
Thank you.
I mean, look, I'm a guy, so the color combination wouldn't work for me. But as far as like the actual design and how he pulled it off, it looks really fucking good.
The colors pop.
The funniest part is like he only has one eye, but there's not a single run in the paint or anything. Like the guy's immaculate.
Well, I mean, it looks like I thought it was a sticker, and then I was like looking, I'm like, no, somebody painted that. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Definitely some good work. It does. The whole theme of your bike looks great. I like the how you blacked it out. You know, it's really neat.
Thank you.
Did he do the wheels too?
No, those are powder coated by a local guy.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I mean, it's just your overall bike is like really well put together. I mean, I'm not a bike builder per se, but like I notice like certain bikes, how they, you know how some guys just slap shit on their bikes and they try to make it look cool and it just looks gaudy and stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when they get all the cool guy parts.
Exactly. You know, you can only have so many chrome pieces of tribal on your bike before it looks dumb. But your bike, like it, well, you know what I mean? Like your bike is like somebody like sat down and thought about it. Did you design that or did you kind of just?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Really? Wow.
Yeah. And then my boyfriend owns a shop in Michigan, Rock Cycle Service. So he put it all together for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anyways, now that we got the ass kissing out of the way.
Well, and she ended up in drag specialties on that bike, brother.
Well, no, I'm just like, you know, here's the thing. Like, I'm old. You know what I mean? So, like, I've seen a million hot chicks on Instagram.
This guy here, Jesus.
I know, right? But it's like, I saw the bike and I was like, holy shit. And I started staring at the bike more than I was staring at you. No offense. And I was
no,
like,
I love it.
well, I mean, it's just, I can't get over the fact how it pulls everything together. You know what I mean? Like it's a Harley, it's a street glide. So there's a million of them on everywhere, but yet yours stands out because of the colors and the design. And I don't know, I just really dig it. And I just, you know, I guess I wanted to get that right out of the way, you know, before we got too deep into this thing.
Yeah, it's actually an Ultra that I just took the tour pack off of, but
nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, do you ride it like you stole it?
Absolutely.
How'd you get into riding motorcycles to begin with?
So a few friends of mine were like going on a trip and they decided that they only wanted to take motorcycles. So I had to like figure out who I was going to ride with. And I ended up going on that trip with them and riding on the back and pretty much fell in love with motorcycles instantly. And I was like, okay, I don't really want to depend on somebody else to have a motorcycle that take me somewhere. So I came home and got my own within like a month and then signed up for a class after that.
Nice. What was your first bike?
An 883 iron. I only had it for like 4 months.
Most people do, yeah.
Yeah, they suck.
Well, you know what? I know a guy that just put over 100,000 miles on his Sporty, and it's never been apart. So I can't say anything bad about the Evo Harley motor or the Evo Sporty motor. But yeah, they're kind of a smaller, like what is it with every guy like tells every chick they should go out and get a Sportster right away? You know what I mean?
Probably just because they're smaller, but like even getting on the highway with them, you feel like you're about to blow off the damn thing.
No, I tell most women to look into Softails because of the way the seat height is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you don't appear to be a very tall person.
No, I'm 5'2".
Yeah, I kind of sense that. So I mean, even on that 883, you were probably up on your tippy toes on that thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like I didn't know anything, so the bars were stock, the seat was stock, everything was stock, so it was like super uncomfortable.
Yeah, people don't realize that to the degree, especially with Harleys, that you can make that and fit it to you.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing too, like everybody like that's interested in getting a bigger bike that's like a smaller female is like, hey, like I want to do this, but I'm kind of scared it's such a big bike. And I'm like, literally you could get any bike you want and customize it to you. Like my bike's lower, I put T-bars on it, like on an Ultra, just so it would fit me better. And I got a different seat that's narrower, so my legs drop straight down. And I mean, the bike is built for a little person, so you can definitely change any bike to be specifically for you.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned you had originally gotten some apes 14-inch rise, I think they were, or something, and you found they were a little too wide for your shoulder frame.
Yeah, that's what I had ordered originally, but then I ended up ordering T-bars.
Everybody's going with T-bars nowadays.
Well,
yeah, well, they're comfy.
What's the heck?
I said they're comfy.
I hear you. Well, my bike's got apes, but I'm 6'3", so I mean, you know, that's
right.
My natural riding position. Anyways.
I mean, I'm 6'2", 350-pound football player size guy. So yeah, that, people say forward controls, and I'm like, no, those are normal controls for somebody like Dirty and I.
Yeah,
But
no, I mean, I hear T-bars are more stable. Like as far as like they apparently are supposed to be more rigid or whatever.
Yeah, I would say the only thing like super different about them is like at least for me, so I have a pullback plate to bring the bars closer to me. So the actual pivot point on the T-bars is way different. Like I'm turning it back here, but the angle is up here. So that was like super weird to get used to. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but
no, you've got
like having actual.
No, go ahead.
What was
please.
that?
No, go ahead.
Having actual pullback on it makes like slow maneuvers or parking a little difficult, but other than that, like riding wise, it's nice. Cornering is very nice.
Yeah, you can see the rise on it. You look at the bike on the side, and you can see there's a substantial difference between your triple tree and then where the handlebars actually are set. So, which is important, I mean, if I were to get on your bike, I'd feel crowded, like this,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know Steve Chamberlain, but he's a big dude, and I've got like videos of him riding my bike around, and it looks like a monkey fucking a football.
Well, here, it's kind of funny because like my bike's set up for me, and a lot of guys aren't as tall as me and don't want to ride my bike, and I'm like, well, you know what? Go ahead and jump on it, and it's fucking hilarious watching them trying to fit it and not look stupid, trying to like grab everything and put their feet where they need to go. So,
right. I don't want people to ride my shit, so I mean that's a plus.
My bike's a whore. So where did the clothing line come from? The Renegade Clothing Company. How'd that start?
So originally it started as an Instagram page, just Renegade Babes. and I wanted to create a page for women that like wasn't focused on ass and tits. I wanted to like focus on their builds or like the things that women have done, like whether they're welders or painters or whatever they're doing. I wanted to focus on that and focus on their trips and them as a rider, and not just being, you know, hot chicks on bikes that are half naked. So it started as like a reshare page, and then I started dropping a few shirts, and they kind of went nuts. I dropped Banging Gears and Your Dad as like my third, I want to say, t-shirt design, and that like made the internet go nuts, and then my brand just blew up from there.
I actually know a girl that just bought one of those shirts.
That's awesome. Love that.
Yeah, she rides a Softail and whatnot, but I actually anyways, so anyways, gloss over that. But
yeah.
So as far as like the designs you come up with, who comes up with those designs? Is that you? Do you have help? Or
Yeah, so I come up with them. I draw pretty much all of them besides a few. Once in a while I'll have like a different artist come in. I've had female artist Kelly Lee come in, and then I like write a whole thing about her and what she does for a living, which is super cool. But it's all just like I get either inspiration while riding, or I'll see some stupid ass t-shirt at an event and I'm like, the women need one of those. So like you know, if you can read this, the bitch fell off is super common. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna turn that into a dad joke. So
yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
yeah, if you can read this, your dad fell off. I don't know, just funny shit like that. I like the women to be able to like have the funny shirts too, because, you know, you go to big events like Sturgis or Daytona or whatever, and, you know, somebody's always got a stupid ass shirt on. So I wanted, you know, women to be able to have them too.
well, I mean, let's be honest, the whole motorcycle scene, especially in the club world, is male dominated. But I've been paying attention to the internet for the past 10 years or so because, you know, whatever. And I've noticed that there's a lot more women nowadays, like doing it just as much as the guys are doing it, as far as like riding and tricking out bikes and putting on miles, the whole shebang. So
Yep.
what do you, where do you want this company of yours to take off to? Is it always just going to be a clothing company? Are you going to try to like branch off and to do other stuff, or?
I haven't quite decided yet. I mean, I obviously want it to go to the moon. I'll probably make some parts and stuff and really just see where it takes me. I have a lot of trips planned this year. We're about to do a couple different booths at Daytona Bike Week coming up here in a couple weeks, and then we'll be out in Virginia Beach. We'll be out in Nevada. Like we've got a lot planned. So I just want to show up and go to as many events as possible and just meet all of the rad people out there.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Daytona.
Stop by, come say hi.
Well, you don't got to tell us twice.
Yeah.
So I guess my next question is, where do you, let's say this blows up and this becomes like some sort of like major thing, like the whole Renegade thing, like becomes almost like a
Suicide Girls thing, but not.
Yeah, like almost like a household name. Is it always going to be female based, or you're going to try to carry stuff for men too?
No, so I actually do carry stuff for men right now. The Instagram itself is very female based, just because, I mean, I'm a chick and I dig chicks on bikes, and you know, that's kind of my whole movement, is getting women to the front seat and ignoring the old men that think you belong on the back. But I do carry stuff for men. I'm dropping on this Saturday, Banging Gears and Your Mom. I've got a pinup chick sitting on a carburetor that says choke me. I've got a chick laying with a twin cam over her tits and it says show me your twins. So I mean, I do like have specific stuff for men as well, but the page is mainly females. But I mean, men dig females too, so I don't think men want to stare at a bunch of men posing with their bikes all day anyways.
We found that to be a big no. At least on the internet, you know, that only goes so far, you know.
Jason Momoa can't be in every picture.
Oh geez, you and Jason, man, I tell you. You know, now we're gonna get mail again, and we've got the restraining order, brother. We got to, you know, we just you think first. Come on. So I mean, now is this
get a divorce? So fuck them.
Now, would you consider this to be part of sort of a women's empowerment movement that we're seeing amongst the women riders, or is it more just of a statement, a personal statement you're trying to foment here? You know, your own attitude about things.
I mean, I think it's both. The brand is I'm kind of the face of the brand at this point, just with my following and stuff, in modeling behind a lot of it and really being the one to push it. But at the same point, like, it's less of a brand and more of a community of just like rad chicks that ride, that aren't just about, putting a swimsuit on and posing with a bike. We're actually about putting the miles in, traveling across the US, going to different campouts, going to different events, and really putting the miles down. So I would say kind of both.
Well, it begs to be asked then, at some point in time, will you overcome and pose with a swimsuit by your bike?
No.
Okay, well, hey, that's fine. That's fine too. Now the
For
girls.
me, what was that?
No, go ahead. You elaborate. This is about you.
Well, I was just gonna say, for me, something that I really like is when, a father and a daughter come talk to me at an event, and they're like, you're a role model or a figure that my daughter looks up to, and this is a page that I can show her where it's not, women being sexualized in the motorcycle industry, but it's actually women riding and putting the miles in, and this is something that she can look to encourage her to want to get a motorcycle and not have to be sexualized in the industry. And I think, like, that's kind of what drives me. That's the coolest part, is just being able to inspire young girls and inspire women and make them feel like they don't have to be half naked to get the attention, I guess, in the industry.
Well, we've found, we've been interviewing some women lately, and we've had, from Meg's motorcycle journey is a friend of the show. She's been on a few times, and her, Chelsea, a couple others that we know, they ride a lot more than some men that we know, which I think is absolutely cool. I'm all for a woman riding her own ride.
Absolutely.
And definitely putting on the miles. I think that's cool as fuck.
Well, for me, I remember back in the day, and back in the early 2000s, like, there was always women that they rode sport bikes for whatever reason in my area or my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, you hardly ever saw a woman on a big Harley, a big twin Harley, like a street glide, road glide, something like that. They were always on some sort of a sport bike, and it was fine, and it's all well and good. It is kind of nice to see, like, women realizing that they can ride big twins too if they want to.
Right.
You don't got to bench press it. You just got to balance it. I don't have to tell you, you already know. But a lot of people, they get intimidated by the big bikes.
Yep. That's another thing too. Like, I take my bike to shows and stuff, and I'll let, like, any person sit on it that's like smaller. I'm just like, hey, sit on it, see how you feel. Like, stand the bike up. Like, it sits so low. I just want people to be able to, like, feel what a bike is that's actually customized for a smaller person and not just a stock bike at the dealership.
Mm-hmm. So how did you get linked up with Drag Specialties?
So Memphis Shades, back when my bike was 100% stock, just like an old geezer glide, chromed out, tour pack and all, they reached out to me and want to send me a free windshield. So I was like, okay, heck yeah. Like, I wasn't quite into the aftermarket stuff yet. And so they sent that to me. And then I ended up, building my bike and making it super sick. And it kind of took off through Instagram. And I ended up doing a photo shoot with a local photographer to send to Espinosa's for the vest I was wearing. And they didn't end up using it, but I was posting them, and Memphis Shades was like, hey, can we use these photos? It's like, yeah, absolutely. So I emailed them the photos, and they were like, okay, we want to run this like in the drag ad. So it was all Memphis Shades hooking me up.
Well, shout out to Memphis Shades.
Yeah, definitely. Now the women that you have involved with you in Renegade Babes, are you guys like all childhood friends or?
No, so all of Renegade Babes is kind of all over the US, and wherever we're traveling, or even just women in all different states. We have like brand ambassadors in different states that kind of like rep our brand and, ride with other chicks or meet up and just try to like spread the community, I guess I would say. But yeah, we're pretty much all over. We're even in Australia now. We've been shipping there recently, in Canada. So a lot of the girls, as far as like photo shoots and, modeling the products, are local girls that are in the Grand Rapids area, but they're really from all over. A lot of the brand ambassadors will like send photos for the website and the Instagram and stuff. So really, whoever tags us in their stuff, we like to share.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I saw a shirt somebody had, and I don't know if it's yours or not, but it said something about, don't wear Harley shirts if all you ride is dicks. Is that you or is
That's
that somebody
not
else? Okay. I saw that. That's a good shirt. I kind of dig that because, it's kind of like, I don't know. I imagine you've seen the Carhartt memes, about
Yep.
girls. Yeah, right. So,
Or the cat.
yeah, I know. And that's kind of, do you find that annoying? Other females that kind of have this persona that they ride bikes, but they don't?
I don't think I find it annoying. I think, it's cool that they want to be part of something. Like, I personally think the motorcycle community is amazing. I've met so many friends from like all over the US. So, I'm glad they want to be a part of it, but that's the part with like Renegade Babes too. Like, maybe we can inspire those women to, jump on a bike and learn. So I could go either way on it. But yeah, I'm just glad they want to be a part of it. So
no, I mean, for us, obviously we run into posers being guys, those guys that buy a bike just to fucking go to Sturgis or Daytona or something like that. And they put
that's their one.
That?
One trip of the year. It's their one trip of the year that they trailer to.
Yeah. In 3 years, they trade their bike in with 1,000 miles and then I buy it at a discount. So anyways, but I mean, I was just kind of curious because I didn't know how women would feel about that, when someone like you that actually pounds miles and rides bikes, if you see some girl basically just cutting up a Harley t-shirt, walking around like, she rides bikes, but all she rides is on a back. I mean, I didn't know how you felt about that, but
I honestly try not to like hate on anybody, whatever they got going on is their thing. And I'm just going to be over here minding my own business. So I try not to even pay attention to any of that. And honestly, at events, you can't really, when people are walking around, you can't really tell who rides or who doesn't. I mean, you can guess, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that they're there to be part of the community. And, even the girls that, ride on back even and support the stuff, like I'm all for that. I'm just glad that they're there and they get to enjoy two wheels as well. So there's no shade here for any of that.
Right on. Well, I mean, that's the way to be, man. Let live and let die and all that other shit.
Yeah, I feel like girls have enough drama as it is. Like, you just, you just let them do their thing.
Well, I mean, we typically try to stay out of shit too, because we don't want the blowback, and I really don't feel like arguing with anybody. Go ahead, Tank.
Well,
I was going to say,
at the end of the day.
What's that?
At the end of the day, go ahead.
At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing anyway. So to each their own.
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to say further to that point is that, I mean, that's us. We're the Bikers Lifestyle Podcast. And, we like to showcase different people with their biker lifestyle. I mean, and that encompasses guys that do 1,000 miles a year and guys that do 50,000 miles a year. Women that sit on the back or women that ride, as much as you ride. So
absolutely,
the only thing that we really discriminate against is gold wings. We're just the gold wingers, man, are kind of a different breed, and it's sort of a running joke on here.
It's kind of funny. I'm actually on TikTok now because it's good for business. But I'll get a lot of hate comments from guys with gold wings, like, "Oh, should have bought a gold wing," or "You made that bike look like a Barbie." And I'm just like, who in the fuck wants a gold wing? Like, what the fuck?
What's your TikTok screen name or at?
It's the same. It's at Sassy_Pants with 2 S's.
Well, there you go. Shout out. So TikTok, Goldwing guys are giving you shit?
Yeah, on TikTok. I didn't even know they knew what TikTok was.
Funny, right?
It is. It's funny too. You share the comments and then other people get mad for you. Like, I'll share it with a new video and then that blows up. And once you get enough following, you get paid as like a TikTok influencer type thing. So I'm just like, whatever. You guys can keep commenting on my shit. Like, I'll just make money off of it. So it's fine.
Yeah, I want to add a little more to it actually, because I've got a Harley. I also ride a Victory, and I mean, I'm not necessarily bike brand oriented, but I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm gonna get some hate mail, I'm sure. But some of these Victory guys are kind of weird too, man, because they're just like, they get all weird because like, oh, talking down Harley guys all the time, and then they do the very thing with Victory, Victory this and Victory that, and they're just the same bullshit, but it's just their point of view on that bike specifically. So You know, I mean, I own a Victory T-shirt. I haven't worn it in years. I mean, I don't think I own one bit of Harley Davidson apparel like that. I physically went out and bought at the boutique. I've got a Harley hat I've had for years, but God, I've had that. I don't know how long. So I've never really been brand specific, and I know Dirty's really not brand specific either. I mean, we're two-wheel guys. We're motorcycle guys. We really like the lifestyle. We like being on two wheels, and so I mean, yeah, we gig on Gold Wingers, but we can gig on the Victory guys too, for that matter.
Well, my thing is just like, I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. Get off my shit. Like, you don't need to comment on somebody else's shit, ripping them a new one because you don't like what they ride. Like, I don't know. Just, it's stupid.
Have you been on the internet?
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
unfortunately.
Describe the whole internet experience right there.
Yeah. Well, we were
but I mean, on the flip side of that, you know, my brand became what it is because of the internet. So you can use it, you know, to your advantage and to build a community and meet cool people. So you have the positive and the negative from it for sure.
Well, we, you know, like Tank mentioned earlier, we talked to Meg from Meg's Motorcycle Journey, and she gets all sorts of fucking hate in her fucking comments sometimes from just asshole fucking people that, you know, they're like, oh, who's watching your kids while you're riding bikes, this, that, and the other thing. You know, I have to admit, I'm a dude, so I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but nobody's ever asked me where my kids are when I fucking post a video. Nobody's ever asked me, you know, what the fuck's going on in my home life whenever I do something on a motorcycle and post it online. Do you get any of that shit? Like people ask or being like fucking weird in your comments, asking you sort of weird shit like
just
that?
Haters to hate, you know?
Yeah.
Mainly TikTok. There's a bunch of trolls on there.
No.
But I don't have kids. I don't have kids, so nobody asked me about that. But my message, it's like my messages are weirder than my comments, and they're not normally hate. I'll get a few girls. So like my message behind my brand is just, you know, that you don't necessarily have to be half naked on your bike to get attention. You can build cool shit and do cool shit. So I will have girls who like to be half naked on bikes and stuff and not necessarily theirs. I'll have them come for me and just be like, fuck you. I don't know. You don't know what I've been through, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, this wasn't at you. Like I didn't tag you in this, like whatever. But the DMs are weird. It's like guys asking for foot pics or like pictures of my armpits or used underwear and socks. Like that shit's fucking weird.
Comment down below if you want to see foot pics, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Stop it.
What? We got them. We'll DM to you. It's going to be $20 a foot pic though. Anyway,
we'll get you paid. Don't worry.
We'll get the pics. We'll get the pics. By the way, DM us those pics. Anyways, that is weird. Like, what is it with guys' fucking feet, man? Holy shit. When did that become a thing?
I don't know. I can't.
Dude, there's actually a website called Rate That Foot where they take celebrities' feet and people rate them.
I have this thing with feet, like they literally gross me out. Like if I'm around people, like I have to have socks on and I like for other people to have socks on. So for somebody to even like ask me that, like makes me just want to throw up.
No, I'm indifferent to feet. I don't find them attractive or gross. They're just feet. I don't care. But I can only imagine the other pics you get sent. So I mean, I'm friends with a lot of like females that are on the internet, and the shit that they show me that they get, I'm like, dude, guys are gross, man. What the fuck? What the like? I'm sorry for you. God damn.
Yeah.
My bad. Jesus.
Yep.
And it's like in the history of ever, has it ever worked? You know, these guys that are like, hey, what's going on? Oh, not much. Oh, you're a bitch. Shut up. You know, like, does that ever work for any dude ever?
So funny story. My boyfriend Charlie actually slid in my DMs, and that's how we became friends and are now dating. So I mean, it does work occasionally.
Yeah, you know, I hear what you're. Well, but he probably wasn't a douchebag about it.
No, he didn't ask me for foot pics either. So
did he send that dick pic right away though?
No, none of that.
Hesitation.
There was a little like,
no, it was just like a cringe, like.
Anyways, so what's your favorite rally to go? Let's change the subject. What's your favorite rally to go to?
What'd you say?
What's your favorite rally?
I'm not really a bike rally person.
Me neither,
I
but
go for business. Yeah, I go for business, but I'm more of like the small group trips and actually riding, not standing around and circle jerking each other off and comparing dick sizes. So
yeah.
that's my input on that.
The only reason I ask
That
is
would be unique with you, yeah.
everybody's been telling me Myrtle Beach is the fucking one to go to if you go to any of them. And I'm trying to, this is like my own little, like, we don't take this shit seriously, this podcast. So I'm just sort of trying to figure out, is Myrtle Beach the one to go to? Or is Sturgis the one to go to? Or Daytona or Laconia or whatever the hell? So
Couldn't
that's
tell
why I
ya.
asked. What's that?
I said I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't like big crowds. I've never
I
even
do
been to
not
a
like
rally.
big crowds either.
Yeah,
I
just
get uppity.
yeah. I don't need some drunk dude this close to my fucking face calling me brother that I've never met before.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, we
Nice
get
bike.
we get that.
You must
that-
get it
Imagine being a
worse.
chick.
You must get it worse than we do.
We have to.
A little bit at events like that, like just drunk guys is close to your face. I have social anxiety as it is, so I try to just like be calm at events. But like when people make me uncomfortable, like I just don't even know what to do because I can't be too confrontational. Owning a business, I try to be, you know, as kind as I can to everybody, but at the same point, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah,
go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say I have like an arm length bubble. Once you approach that bubble, it's game over. I gotta walk away from you.
Now, does Charlie, right?
Yep.
Does he travel with you? Does he able to get away from his business and provide some security for you, or?
Usually we'll see how this year goes. He doesn't get that much time off. So he works for FedEx as a maintenance guy on like all their automated systems. And then he runs his shop full time too. So he's got 2 full-time jobs that are hard to get away from.
What is it with FedEx people on here lately? My wife is a driver for FedEx.
Nice.
Here in Florida. So yeah, we get seen to FedEx. Must be a big company or something. Huh? Who knew?
Must be.
Well, that's cool. So what's that? She said Sturgis is coming up. When are you gonna be there? You're gonna be there the first week, the whole week, just the second
In
weekend?
Daytona.
Daytona. Duh. Yeah, it's Daytona.
I'll be there the 3rd through the 8th. So I'll be at I'll have a booth at the Hardcore Cycle Show at the Pavilion on Sunday, the 6th, I believe. And then actually at Space Coast Harley Davidson, they're doing a hangover performance show. So people that'll actually ride, because it's like an hour from Daytona, will probably show up to that, and I'll have a booth at that as well, which I do more of the performance type of shows or things just because that's more of my friend group and, you know, who I hang around. So it's not that, you know, my business or anything is based around that. I'm kind of in all of the little niches as far as women go, but that's just, you know, who I like to be around. So
Yeah, we're trying to get the stunt bike guys on here, but those guys are really hard to track down and talk to. And yeah, like the unknown dudes or whatever.
yeah. Yep. Or King Tony Stunts, a solid guy.
Yep. No,
Big
they're
fan.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of strange because being my age that I am, like I'm 43, so I've been around bikes for 20 plus years. And the stunt bike scene was always dominated by dudes on Jap bikes, like 900 double Rs, R1s. Those were the bikes everybody was stunting. And now it's like everybody's like tricking out a bagger and they're doing these fucking crazy ass wheelies and shit like that. And, it's really kind of cool how it's kind of progressed into more of a Harley based type deal. And they're flinging around 1,000-pound bikes.
Yep.
So,
I love it.
So I got to ask, got any plans on doing that?
So funny you ask that. I just bought a Grom, I would say probably this fall. And the plan is to learn how to wheelie on that and then, slowly work up to something bigger. Charlie told me that if I start making videos of me wheeling my Grom, that he will buy me a Sporty or a Dyna to wheelie because I don't really feel like trashing my bagger. So that's kind of the plan with that. So if anybody's listening and I start posting videos of me wheeling, fucking watch them so I can get me a free bike. But yeah, that's the plan. I probably won't ever try to wheelie my bagger just with as much money as I have into it and how small I am. I don't think that's a good plan, but we'll see.
Well, if Charlie's listening and we know who he is, fucking get the Dyna. Quit fucking around with Sportsters. Just go right for the goddamn Dyna. I mean, there's a million.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, don't even fuck around. Quit being a cheap ass fucking Charlie. Go out and spend the extra $500 at the Dyna. All right.
Yeah, would it kill you, Charlie? Come on, man.
Come on, Charlie.
Boy.
Come on, Chuck. Fucking A, man.
Love it.
You ain't that far away, Chuck. I'm just saying. Anyways, but
yeah, just on the other side of the big pond there, the lake.
yep, you're just a fucking ferry right away.
Yep.
Anyways, now that we're done threatening your boyfriend.
Yeah.
We love you, Charlie. We really do. So I guess we could probably wrap this up a little bit, you know, because it's getting late and I'm tired. What's the future plans, man? Where do you want to go in life?
The fucking moon. Honestly, I quit my job full time to do motorcycle shit full time. So I kind of want to get more into social media, unfortunately, because it does pay well once you get up there. So I want to start, you know, doing more YouTube videos, more bullshit, more growing the brand, and just seeing how big I can grow it and how much I can do, and just honestly be in the motorcycle industry as much as I can, because I fucking love it. I live for it. I wake up with a purpose. I enjoy what I do, and I wasn't really able to say that before at my prior job. So that's the goal. Just be happy and fucking ride motorcycles.
You're one of those cool chicks that ride that I think we definitely want to stay in touch with.
Absolutely. Also, if you guys are free, July 22nd through the 24th, I am hosting a Campout in Ohio. It's called Campout at the Quarry. I have an Instagram page. I'll have live bands, a DJ, food trucks, swimming. I'll have mapped rides just because I don't really care for grouped rides. But yeah, it should be a good fucking time. Gonna have a few vendors and just rock out and hang out and drink beer. So
unfortunately, that's our biggest club ride of the year is the 23rd.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I know we suck, but but no, we'll definitely, you know, shout it out in the description and put it on the thing and blah blah blah.
Thanks.
Because seriously, I mean, you know, all kidding aside, like the motorcycle scene needs people like you. You know,
Yes.
Motorcycles in general are kind of a dying breed. Because let's be honest, a lot of dudes nowadays aren't into bikes. They're into fucking video games, and they're into whatever the fuck they're Bitcoin or NFTs. I don't even know what the hell that shit is, but that's what they're into. And it seems like more and more women are getting into bikes, and they're kind of keeping this fucking thing alive. And that's why we
love it.
Largest growth segment is women riders.
Right. And that's why we,
Hell
you
yeah.
know, we've been trying to talk to as many women as we can to get them on the, you know, the social media, because like you said, it's not all just a bunch of big titty models fucking hanging over a chopper, you know, with guys, you know, posting stupid ass comments like, "Oh, I'd eat that for days."
Not that we have a problem with those, but
Not that we don't. We're gonna look. We're gonna look.
we
I'm just
will.
saying,
Yeah.
we're gonna look.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's, you know, it's fucking rad that, you know, it's not just the big burly biker chicks of yesteryear. Not that we are hating on them, but you know, it's like we talk to women that are, I mean, they're good looking women. I mean, they could get on the back of any dude's bike and ride anywhere in the country, but yet they choose to do their own thing. And I respect the hell out of that, because the deck is stacked against them.
Absolutely. Love it.
So any final thoughts?
I think that's about it.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, hey, thanks for doing this. I mean, we owe you. I mean, you don't have to sit here and talk to us knuckleheads.
Yeah, right. We're just a couple of greasy bikers from Janesville, Wisconsin, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we like Dirty said, we don't take this serious, but a lot of people take us serious for some reason. I don't really know why. We haven't figured that one out yet. That's actually generally our attitude. And if you watch any of our shows, you can definitely see it. We make no bones about that whatsoever. In fact, we're in the middle of making some statements right now on social media, aren't we, brother?
Yeah, we're getting into it.
We are.
What's that about? Drop the tea. Drop the tea.
Yeah, we're shifting things around and changing some stuff up. We've been building our brand one way, and we're going to stay true to our roots. And we're gonna build on what we've got. How's that?
Absolutely, it's the only way to do it.
The only way, and you know, we're us, and we're going to stay us. We're not going to get stuck in any niche. We're making our own.
Perfect.
So, and that, you know, that's kind of the whole deal. So thank you very much. Thanks everybody that's listened up until this point in time. Charlie, we do love you. No, we don't. No, okay, no, Charlie, you're pretty cool.
You're a
Jason
cool guy,
Momoa,
Charlie.
Jason Momoa, I apologize on Dirty's behalf. Just
return one DM, brother.
Just one. Just one. We won't violate this restraining order whatsoever. But again, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, just share, comment, do whatever. We're on TikTok at the Bikers Podcast. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify and all the available platforms out there. Easy to find, easy to miss.
And buy more t-shirts from fucking Cait so she can put pictures in her picture frames behind her.
That's right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I was noticing that. Thank you for, definitely.
It's a studio.
Oh, it's a studio. Okay.
Okay. All right.
It's art. No, it's cool.
She's making a statement of some sort, I mean, yeah, that's her.
These are all my friends.
Yeah, I hear you.
Cool as hell, man. Cait, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. And everybody kind of remember the most dangerous part in your motorcycle is the nut that connects the seat to the handlebars. Peace.